I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to share Methi Pulao recipe with you that we had at a friend's place. Very easy and very flavorful.
So here's what you'll need.
1 bunch fenugreek leaves or methi leaves, 2 cups basmati rice, 2 tablespoons oil, half teaspoon cumin seeds, 1 medium tomato diced, half teaspoon turmeric powder, green chilies finely chopped to taste, red chili powder to taste, 1 tablespoon coriander powder, salt to taste, 4 cups water.
So for our Methi Pulao, we have some fenugreek leaves here, or methi leaves, which we've washed really well, and it takes a couple of washings to get all the grit out of there. And what we did was we chopped off the roots and part of the very thick stems that were there, and the remainder we chopped it finely. So what we're going to do with this chopped methi is generously salt it, and mix it really well, and we're going to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, and what that's going to do is remove all the bitterness from the methi out into the water, which we're going to squeeze out later.
And over here we have the rice. Now we have used basmati rice. That's the rice that is usually used for pulavs and biryanis. And we've washed it really well, made sure that the water runs clear, and then we've soaked it in water for about, it's going to be soaking for about 20 minutes, so by the time we actually have to put it in here, it'll be ready to go. So it's been 20 minutes, the rice has been soaking, and so has the methi, the fenugreek leaves. And we've turned on the stove over here on medium heat, and we have a medium sized pan over here. Now you just want to make sure that it has got a tight cover. So use a pan that has a tight cover. And we're going to go ahead and add in the oil. So to test our oil, we'll just add in one cumin seed just to see if it is hot.
And it's not.
So wait.
So our lone cumin seed is starting to dance around a little bit. So we're going to add the remaining cumin seeds.
And just allow these cumins to just change a little bit of color, and you'll be able to, get the aroma. Awesome.
All right, we can add our green chilies. Here's our tomatoes. Turmeric powder. And what we're going to do with our fenugreek leaves is squeeze out all that salt water and put it in here. So quite a bit of water came out of this methi, and of course with that water the bitterness also. And we can put the rest of our dry spices. There's coriander powder and red chili powder.
Right, and we're just going to cook it for just a little while. And also we're going to drain out the water from the rice and get that ready to add to the pulao.
So the water is drained from the rice. Add it in.
With a good mix.
It's really a pretty color combination.
And we're just going to roast the rice a little bit before we add the water to it. The methi has a very distinct flavor, and a very strong flavor. And very, I mean, if you like it, it's one of those awesome, vegetables.
Really is very delicious.
Yeah. But as a child, I remember not liking it at all because of the bitterness.
Right.
But my kids, thank God, like it, and I just love it now. So
it's also one of the reasons we don't add a lot of onions and ginger and other strong flavors into this, because we want the methi flavor to actually come out, and we want to enjoy that flavor and not be masked by all the other flavors.
So we've cooked it for about 2 minutes, and now we're going to go ahead and add in the water. The flame is still on medium heat, and you want to keep it that way for right now. Give it a good mix.
And this is a good time to check your salt. Remember, we salted the methi quite a bit, but we squeezed out all that water. So most of the salt probably came out with that water, but a little bit really stays in. So at this point, you can taste a little bit of that water and make sure it's to your liking, or you can add some more if you need to.
So we've mixed it well, and we checked on the salt, And now we're going to let it boil. In fact, we're going to increase the heat a little bit and let it boil. And once the rice comes to the top, you'll be able to see the rice form a layer on top, and you won't be able to see a whole lot of water. And the water will kind of get absorbed. That's when you need to reduce the heat, cover it, and we'll cook it from there on for about 15 minutes.
So the water has evaporated from the rice, and most of the moisture is gone. The rice is kind of fluffy, but not all the way there. So at this time we're going to cover it with a tight lid and set our timer for 15 minutes, and we'll check on it after that.
Right. There you go. And we're also going to lower the heat to the lowest setting. So if you have a sim, that's the best way to do it. So it's been 15 minutes. We're going to open it up, turn off the flame, and we have a, what do you call it?
A really big fork.
Yes, but if you don't have one of these, you can use a fork, or actually my grandmother used to do the other end of the thing. She would just fluff up the rice with that. So a lot of different ways around it.
I think it's a meat fork,
yeah.
Right? I think it's called usually.
Right. So we're just going to fluff it up a little bit.
Smells wonderful.
That's it, and we'll just again cover it for another 2 to 3 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve.
So enjoy your Methi Pulao with some raita or some pickle, and join us again for another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.